Hey everyone, it's Julie. Today we'll be making blueberry pancake cupcakes. Blueberry pancakes are truly my favorite pancakes, so why not make it in cupcake form, right? These were not only moist, they were so delicious and really simple to make, so let's get started. So go ahead and add the baking soda, baking powder, and salt to the flour, some cinnamon and some fresh nutmeg. The nutmeg fell in there. There we go. I really recommend using fresh nutmeg. If not, just leave it out completely or maybe add a tiny pinch of the powdered stuff. Give everything a whisk. I know that's meant to stir liquids, but I usually use whatever I lay my eyes on first and isn't in the dishwasher. I want to take a tablespoon right from this mixture, set it aside. We're going to need that later. Here I have some softened butter. Mine wasn't really softened, to be honest, but you do want to make sure yours is really softened, not melted, just nicely softened. It will make your life a bit easier. Add in your sugar, mix, 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 and no worries if it looks crumbly. It's going to look like that even if your butter is really softened because there is lots of sugar and very little butter. So that's inevitable, but once you add in your eggs one by one, everything will start making sense. Now it looks good. Add in some vanilla extract. Definitely didn't mean to add that much, but add about a teaspoon. Add in some sour cream. And now let's talk about sour cream for just a second before I get a little angry. Well, we'll talk about it after you add in the milk and vegetable oil. Okay, ready? Your cupcakes will not taste like sour cream. It's just going to help them become super moist. Can you substitute it with yogurt? You can if you really want to, but try to use the sour cream. I have had one person actually not eat my vanilla cupcakes because they thought they would taste like sour cream. They hate sour cream. I kept saying, no, they don't taste like sour cream. They're just super moist. Oh well, they're lost. Add in the flour. Mix it just until it's well incorporated. Definitely don't want to overmix. Grab a spatula and get the sides and bottom. And now it's time to add in the blueberries. Coat your blueberries in some flour, the flour that we saved earlier, so they don't sink to the bottom. Fold them in. Can you make some blueberry pancakes from this batter? I don't think so. I don't like my pancakes to be sweet. I like to add a lot of syrup to make them sweet. But if you want a great blueberry pancake recipe, I already have one. And blueberry pancakes are my favorite, so trust me when I say my recipe is pretty good. This recipe makes about 14 cupcakes, which is annoying because my cupcake pan only makes 12. Let's bake this in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 15 to 17 minutes. While the cupcakes are baking, let's make the frosting. You'll need some unsalted butter and some cream cheese. Mix it up, and who am I kidding? I always make the frosting about 2 hours later after the cupcakes have cooled. See, sometimes being a procrastinator works in my favor because you never want to frost hot cupcakes anyway. Frosting will melt. I used to always frost hot cakes when I was a kid. The frosting would turn into a glaze, but I didn't care back then. I was so impatient. Now, you never want to use butter or cream cheese that's too softened to make frosting because that will give you a runny frosting and you don't want that. You should cream your cream cheese and butter for about 5 minutes until it's nice and smooth before adding the powdered sugar. Since I was using a handheld mixer, there was no way I was standing there for 5 minutes mixing. I've been too spoiled by my stand mixer. So I just mixed it for a couple seconds. I then added the powdered sugar, mixed it for an additional minute, and then I added in the vanilla extract. The cream cheese frosting came out perfect, and now we're ready to frost our cupcakes. Make sure your cupcakes are cooled completely. I used a star tip to frost these. I always start in the center. I don't like to start around the edges for 2 reasons. The frosting tends to come out flat and droopy, and it gives you a very big tip at the top. I hate those tips. I always press them down. I like the frosting to have a nice height. If you use softened butter and cream cheese, you won't get that. I thought blueberries on top would look cute. Clearly they didn't. I just removed them. I twirled it so it doesn't leave a tip. And now you want to take some maple syrup or any syrup you have and drizzle some on top. And now I love me a moist cupcake, but sometimes they are so moist that they fall apart when you remove the wrapper. That's not good. You want them to always hold their shape. I think these look so good. I think Robert De Niro would be so proud of me right now. The movie Casino, remember that? Okay, these were so good. I added a lot of blueberries. The cupcakes were not too sweet, but the sweetness of the frosting mixed with the blueberries was magical. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you all so much for watching.